Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the charts here, shall we? Oh my goodness, wow, Bitcoin, man, we turned around. I saw this turn around and man, wish I got in on it, didn't, but what's it gonna do now? Is this gonna turn into an M and break down? Well, we're gonna talk about that and more in today's episode. Hi, my name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and make sure you share this video with all your friends. We're going to have some important information for about, what's going on in the alt season. Why are we having an alt season, a major alt season all of a sudden? And also we're going to be talking about where the Bitcoin's going, where's Ethereum going? Is it going to break down? Is it going to continue higher? We're going to talk about that and how to trade it. And if you want to trade this, you can do so at bybit.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. So let's get onto the charts right now. Okay, well, we can see that, wow, I love these empire patterns right here, right? These three candles here, these three candles right there, that's an empire. And I remember seeing it forming when I was in Turkey. And I was like, it was like the market was right about here. I was like, can this turn into an empire? This might actually turn into an empire. Boom. And there it was. We have our empire. So it would have been a nice trade here. The empire gets its signal that it is confirmed at this level here at the top of the wick. It confirmed it there. And then there you have it, right? That takes you up to not that high, right? I mean, it only takes you to like double the length of the actual the empire, right? Some draw it from here to there, some draw it from the lowest point. I draw it from the highest, and so there you go. And it takes it up right up here, so you can see that this is it's got more room to go. The breakout, what I like about this breakout though is that we failed, we broke through and failed and broke out through the 13 EMA. That's a critical thing. So markets like to tend to drop when we break through the 13 EMA. We can tend to break back into the 13 EMA. Let me just quickly, I want to bring back all my drawing tools, right? Because there's some critical information. There it is. Yeah, you can see we're also bouncing off the top of this trend line as well. I'm going to remove this trend, but we've created a new trend, right, for sure on Bitcoin, right? You can see that we've created a lot of higher lows and a lot of higher highs. So we have to say the trend, at least on the daily, has changed significantly on the daily. And will that change remain? We will see. Generally, like, I'm surprised that we're not doing it right now. It's very shocking, but at the same time, this market's heavily managed, right? Once a market gets into the previous red candle here, right, when you look left, it tends to come all the way back up to the top where it left off, right? So we should expect it to come all the way to the $28,000 mark. I mean, we see this, right, often in this market, right? But Bitcoin's heavily manipulated at this point in time, so we have to just deal with what we got. And right now it's bouncing off. I would say it would bounce off the 13 EMA and head higher, but this is managed heavily and well managed market, so you have to be very careful. There's lots of M's here as well, so you'd have to wait for this thing to clearly give you a signal, right? You could see that you could have taken the Hail Mary and it reversed on you right there. That was a nice one right there. I think the Hail Mary would have been nice right here on the 15 minutes. Yes, definitely. Like you see. Hey, you know what? I'll take the Hail Mary. There you go. Boom. Wow. You got in, right? Took a little bit of heat, and let's see if the Hail Mary you cleared it, meaning that you've got your profit objective with the Hail Mary, because it's just a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. There it is. Not quite. Almost. That was a clean Hail Mary right there that you could take, and it's still, I think it'll probably pull off that, give you that 2-to-1, but I wouldn't hold it on beyond that. You could always just, set your stops to the break even at the 78.6, which happens to be the, $23.18 mark, approximately $23,018. So yeah, there it is. That's a nice trade right there. You can try to ride this, but I would be very, very careful. We're in a short-term bear trend, even though we're in a long-term bull trend, right? You can see lots and lots of M's, and so you got to watch out. You can't really be bullish all the time on this. If there's another M here, we can see if this M's out again, you can see that this thing could take down. This thing could break down very fast and head down to the 22,000-ish area. Okay. Let's take a look at what, let's add in the Rockin Brainer indicator, see how it is doing, see what it could have told us, right? It's telling us right now we are in a sell cycle on the 15-minute. This Hail Mary could turn into a positive, so anytime. Looking at the longer time frame for Rockin Brainer, let's see what it's saying. Probably in a sell mode right now. Let's see here. Yeah, it's in a sell mode. Right after this big green and red downwards in the sell mode on the 4-hour. And you can see with the 4-hour breaking down through the 13 EMA, it won't be surprised if we still see a little bit more downside for a short period of time. So that's why I wouldn't do the Hail Mary long for the beyond taking profits right away. Because we could always bounce up a little bit, right, and do this big wick, but man, that would we're still in the negative territory here, so I would expect this thing to break down. Surprised that we're at this this support level here, and we're failing it, so that's pretty good. So that means we might end up a little back up on the 4-hour to the 13 EMA at 23,400. So don't be surprised about that. Okay, let's head over. If you're interested in Rockin Brainer, you can subscribe by heading to payments.rockinbrainer.io. Let's head over to Ethereum and see what's going on there. Ethereum, look at that, beautiful. This downward move, you had no chance of buying this. I mean, it was very little chance. You had to be watching this at the 5-minute. And just constantly doing the Hail Mary or looking for some other patterns to get you in, and it was very few. There wasn't even a W to get you in on the 5-minute to walk you up here. Maybe you could have found something in this area, right? Once we were back in this trend, you can see that that was resistance support for a while, and then it broke, and now it's broken above. So I don't expect it to break back down below this support level here. You see at $1,400, almost $1,500, so it's $1,492. I think the $1,500 mark is probably going to be a little bit of a stable point. I don't see Ethereum doing something like this. I'm coming down and nope, breaking out. It's unlikely, possible, but unlikely. It's most likely going to come down to this area and retest it. So is it too late for a short? No, it's not. It's not too late. We're a little bit late to the party, a little late to the party. Yeah, you could say that, hey, this looks exactly like Bitcoin, right? So yeah, you could, wait until it comes back up to the 13 AMA before you actually get into a short. But I would wait, see if it gives you one more of these candles, right, where it just boom comes back up and get you in on a short, because that's most likely what's going to happen. There's a lot of pressure here to get this thing higher, especially since it's in a deflationary cycle, Ethereum, and it's reached its apogee of its deflationary behaviors, like for it to actually affect the price, it will start affecting the price in a positive sense. The fact that, you know, we're deflationary, and on top of that, you have a very clear and solid fundamental event the price can rise into. So, and what is that? That's the Ethereum 2.0 release. And if we get a solid date coming, I would tell you this: buy all the way up, start buying, finding ways to get into a buy, and then on that day that it's released, you hit that short button really fast, because man, it's gonna crater like a rock, most likely. Like, no guarantees on the management, but normally what markets tend to do is that it rallies into fundamental events and then craters after that. Man, was I ever wrong about alts? I have to admit, I was wrong about alts. Wow. I did not see this coming. There's no way in hell that I could have seen this coming, where alts just reversed heavy. After it broke out, right, and created a nice W and broke out, I could not have imagined it would reverse. And I'm starting to see why it's reversing. It's because Bitcoin and Ethereum can be heavily managed, but alts cannot. Because the Federal Reserve, whilst it can easily manage, you know, larger assets and currencies such as other currencies around the world, and gold and so forth, and of course commodities, they can't manage everything. This is why people buy art, right, as a way of savings. People buy cars, right, very expensive cars, as a way of savings. People buy all kinds of cool assets as a way of saving for that the Federal Reserve is not going to manipulate. And well, altcoins are one of them. Basically, they can manage a general trend along with Bitcoin, but they can't manage the individual coins. And because of that, I believe this is why we're seeing this market. There's too much inflation, and they can't manage this particular. The inflation is coming into these assets heavy. Be careful though. These are risk-on assets. So we're going into a stock market crash coming into September market. But, you know, we've got still all of August, man, for the alts to like really shine. So we're going to see a lot more alts continue to pump heavily, and I'm going to try to keep my eye on some alts, right? Whilst I'm going to be away for a few days, I'm going to try to find some alts and maybe tweet them out, because man, this looks like August is going to be very fun for the alts indeed. We have like a clear trend down. And so we can definitely earn some more Bitcoin, pick up some more Bitcoin with these alts, with some trades, right? Because right now it's too late for the little old lady to get in on this. But man, for trading, yeah, you can probably get some nice trades off on some of the alts coming up, upcoming alts. You can see, look at that. We've got a lot of alts that have turned green now. And we could probably see a little bit more coming in the coming future. So yeah, we should definitely keep an eye on the alts up until September. Sometime mid-September is when the alts will be like, okay, that's it, we're done. Walk away. Okay, that said, right, you want to get more Bitcoin with your alt trading, not more fiat, right? Yes, the fiat side probably doing really good too, but you want to get more Bitcoin, because why? Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.